There's a country where you can live like royalty for just $10 a day. A place where bread is treated as sacred, where golden teeth are a sign of beauty, and where ancient Silk Road cities stand side by side with Soviet-era metros that look like underground art museums. You're about to discover a Muslim country, but unlike anywhere else. Uzbekistan is one of only 2 countries in the entire world that are doubly landlocked. Covering more than 448,000 square kilometers, Uzbekistan is about the size of California and home to over 36 million people, more than 80% of whom are ethnic Uzbeks. What makes Uzbekistan especially remarkable is its wealth beneath the ground. The country is the world's 9th largest producer of gold, with the Central Bank of Uzbekistan holding around 355 tons as of 2025. It also has the 20th largest natural gas reserves and the 47th largest oil reserves, making it a silent energy powerhouse in Central Asia. Cotton, often referred to as white gold, remains one of the country's leading exports, ranking Uzbekistan 5th globally in production. This combination of precious metals, energy reserves, and cotton has allowed Uzbekistan to steadily emerge as an economic hub in the region. And believe it or not, Uzbekistan is also the place where you can live like a king for just $10 a day. Here in Uzbekistan, it's possible to enjoy a full day of meals, drinks, and even transportation for less than the price of a single coffee in New York. With just $10, about 122,500 Uzbek som, you can cover almost everything you need. A traditional tandoor baked bread costs less than $1, and you can get a hearty skewer of grilled meat for around $3. Tea, whether black or green, is often free, and vendors frequently offer a small tasting before you even pay. That's Uzbek hospitality in action. Longer stays are surprisingly affordable as well. A fully furnished 1-bedroom apartment in central Tashkent rents for between $250 and $400 a month, while suburban homes can be as cheap as $100 to $150. Utilities, including electricity, gas, water, and internet, add only about $40 more. It's no wonder budget travelers call Uzbekistan one of the most affordable countries in the world. Comment the number 2 below if you're ready to experience life in Uzbekistan on just $10 a day. But here's the reality check. Incomes are modest. The average Uzbek salary ranges from $350 to $500 per month, meaning many families must budget carefully. In Uzbekistan, whether it's morning, afternoon, or late at night, tea flows endlessly. Uzbeks often drink 5 to 7 cups a day, and every meeting begins with a steaming pot of green or black tea. But here's a detail many outsiders don't know: the way tea is poured. A host who fills your cup to the brim might be politely hinting that it's time to go, while a cup with just a little tea means, stay longer, the conversation has only just begun. Any sauna lovers out there? In Uzbekistan, the most popular type of sauna, called a hammam, is incredibly beloved by the locals. These aren't like modern spas in the West. Hammams are places where people cleanse, socialize, and sometimes even arrange marriages. Some in Bukhara and Samarkand are over 600 years old, with arched ceilings, underground hot water, and the faint scent of herbs drifting through steam. A session typically costs just $4 to $12, depending on the city, making this ancient ritual accessible to nearly everyone. Then there's something uniquely Uzbek, the golden smile. In many rural communities, women still adorn their teeth with gold, not just for beauty, but as a way of carrying wealth. Much like a Rolex in the West, gold teeth here are a sign of prosperity. For older women especially, they are symbols of pride and security. Dental clinics even offer custom designs, turning a practical tradition into a fashion statement. And when it comes to craftsmanship, Uzbekistan's hand-woven carpets remain world famous. The city of Khiva, preserved almost exactly as it looked centuries ago, is a hub where master artisans pass down weaving techniques from one generation to the next. Each carpet tells a story, often reflecting the history and identity of the region. Walking through Khiva feels like stepping into a living museum, where tradition breathes through every stitch and every stone wall. Before we jump into Uzbekistan's wild celebrations and nightlife, don't forget to support us by subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications. Trust me, the festivals ahead are going to blow your mind. In Uzbekistan, celebrations are not small affairs. They are spectacles that bring entire communities together. Weddings, for instance, often resemble full-scale festivals. Families start preparing before dawn, with neighbors and relatives joining in. The centerpiece of every feast is plov, Uzbekistan's national dish. A giant cast iron cauldron, large enough to look like a swimming pool, filled with rice, meat, carrots, onions, and garlic, stirred with wooden paddles the size of oars. At a single wedding, this dish can feed hundreds, sometimes even thousands of guests. Beyond the food, there's darvaz, the traditional art of tightrope walking. High above the ground, without safety nets, performers walk across ropes in tunics embroidered by hand while drums pound below. Many of these tightrope artists come from families where the skill has been passed down for generations. To feel the daily rhythm of Uzbek life, step into Chorsu Bazaar in Tashkent. Beneath its massive blue dome, the market is a sensory explosion. Rows of spices glowing in reds and yellows, stacks of dried fruits and nuts, freshly baked bread so fragrant you can smell it from across the hall. The bazaar isn't only a place to shop, it's where history and modernity meet, and where you can taste authentic street food like samsa and shashlik, while chatting with vendors who have worked these stalls for decades. But here's a surprise for many visitors: alcohol is not banned. In fact, Tashkent has a lively nightlife scene. You can sip vodka in a traditional tea garden, try local wines, or step into modern clubs filled with music and dancing. Starting your day bargaining over raisins in the bazaar and ending it under lights with strangers who quickly become friends. Be sure to put these experiences on your list, my friend. Okay, are you brave enough for a giant cauldron of plov, tightrope walking with no safety net, and partying in Tashkent all in one day? Comment yes or no below and share your thoughts with us. Yet the celebration doesn't end with food and music. The very architecture of the country tells its own story, blending Islamic artistry with echoes of the Soviet past. Uzbekistan is one of the rare countries where you can step from the 14th century into the 20th in just a few blocks. In Samarkand and Bukhara, towering madrasas with turquoise domes and intricate mosaics still stand as living monuments of the Silk Road era. UNESCO has recognized many of these sites as World Heritage Treasures. But when traveling to Tashkent, the capital, what surprises most visitors is the subway. The Tashkent Metro, first opened in 1977, was more than just a Soviet infrastructure project. It was designed as an underground art museum. And then there's the question that baffles every visitor. Why are nearly all the cars Chevrolets? Since 2008, when Uzbekistan partnered with General Motors to produce vehicles locally, the market has turned into what some call a Chevrolet monopoly. Imported cars are heavily taxed, making them unaffordable for most. The result? Over 90% of vehicles on Uzbek roads are Chevrolets, from taxis and police cars to family sedans. Owning a Toyota or BMW here is considered a luxury statement, while the average Uzbek family relies on their trusty Chevrolet. And to truly understand the heart of Uzbekistan, you need to look at its people, their faith, and the way they balance tradition with modern identity. About 90% of the population is Muslim, but life here is not what many imagine when they hear the word Islamic country. There is no strict dress code in the cities. In Tashkent, you can see women confidently walking in modern clothes, short skirts, bright tops, or business suits, right alongside others in traditional attire. In rural villages, however, traditions remain strong. A wedding ceremony in some communities still begins with symbolic rituals, like a bride bathing in milk and herbs for purity and good fortune. Guests are greeted with prayers in madrasas that have stood for centuries, followed by steaming cups of tea, the ever-present social bond of Uzbek life. Tea often replaces alcohol at family gatherings, even though alcohol itself is widely available. Language also plays a key role in shaping identity. Uzbek is the official tongue, but Russian remains widely spoken, especially in Tashkent and other major cities. In fact, if you want to rent an apartment or secure a good job in the capital, fluency in Russian is often essential. Many Uzbeks today navigate both worlds with ease, switching between Uzbek and Russian depending on the situation. And then there is Karakalpakstan, a vast autonomous republic covering nearly 40% of Uzbekistan's territory. It has its own constitution, parliament, and language, but its right to hold an independence referendum was revoked in 2022. The move sparked rare protests and highlighted the complex balance between regional identity and national unity. And as we turn to the role of women in this evolving society, you'll see just how much Uzbekistan is redefining expectations in the modern world. In the capital, Tashkent, it's common to see women running businesses, teaching in universities, hosting television programs, or simply enjoying an evening out with friends. On the streets, women dress in everything from traditional embroidered dresses to short skirts and crop tops under the summer heat of 40 degrees Celsius. Uzbekistan now has one of the highest levels of female political representation in Central Asia. According to government data, 17.5% of seats in parliament are held by women, far higher than in neighboring countries and even ahead of Russia. In recent years, the government has also expanded programs to support women entrepreneurs, with microcredit loans and training opportunities encouraging many to start their own businesses. And yet, tradition still shapes daily interactions. Politeness remains deeply ingrained in Uzbek culture, with men offering their seats to women on buses, holding doors open, or carrying heavy bags. These acts are not viewed as condescending, but rather as gestures of respect that many families have passed down for generations. In Uzbekistan, locals call it a gift from God, and every loaf carries deep cultural meaning. Unlike the rectangular loaves familiar in the West, Uzbek bread is always round, symbolizing the sun, light, and completeness. Each one is decorated with delicate floral patterns pressed into the dough with a wooden stamp called a chekic. But baking bread here is no ordinary task. It's made in a tandur, a clay oven heated to more than 400 degrees Celsius. Bakers lean dangerously close to the scorching flames, slapping the dough onto the oven's inner walls. It's hard work, and every loaf feels like the result of both skill and courage. The reverence for bread goes far beyond the kitchen. At weddings, the bride and groom break bread together as a symbol of prosperity and unity. When a baby is born, bread is placed under the pillow in the cradle to bless the child's future. Families with sons entering military service often keep a piece of bread from home, believing it will ensure their safe return. Even during World War II, when Tashkent welcomed thousands of refugees, locals shared their bread with strangers, earning the city the nickname Bread City. And there's one rule every Uzbek child grows up with: never let bread touch the ground. If it accidentally falls, people pick it up, kiss it, and place it somewhere safe as a sign of respect. To waste bread is to dishonor life itself. This deep connection to something as simple as bread shows how values of family, hospitality, and spirituality remain central in Uzbek life. And just as bread reflects the cycles of nature, so too do the homes people build. When you picture a traditional home, You might imagine bricks, concrete, or wood. But in Uzbekistan, especially in its historic cities, many homes are made from something far more ancient: mud bricks. These structures, known locally as paksa houses, have been built the same way for centuries, and tens of thousands still stand today. Nowhere is this more striking than in Khiva, Bukhara, and Samarkand, where entire neighborhoods still preserve this ancient building style. In Khiva's Ichan Kala inner city, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, there are around 250 well-preserved mud brick houses, each carrying the weight of centuries of family life. You ask how they're made? Builders start with local soil, mixing clay, sand, and straw until it reaches just the right consistency. The mixture is poured into wooden molds and left to bake under the blazing Central Asian sun. Once dried, the bricks are stacked into thick walls that insulate against both the scorching summers and freezing winters. In fact, one of the greatest advantages of mud brick construction is its natural ability to regulate temperature. During July, when temperatures often soar past 40 degrees Celsius, these homes stay remarkably cool inside. And in the depths of January, when frost covers the desert, the thick walls hold in warmth, sparing families from the need for modern heating or costly electricity. The design is simple but deeply functional. Windows are small, not just for privacy, but to protect against sandstorms and extreme heat. Roofs are flat, doubling as places to dry fruit, store goods, or even sleep under the open sky when nights are too hot indoors. Many homes also include inner courtyards filled with grapevines, pomegranate trees, or flower gardens, creating a green oasis behind sun-baked walls. For families, these courtyards are more than gardens. They are living rooms under the open sky, where meals are shared and stories are told late into the night. Yet mud brick houses are not relics of the past. They are living homes, still used by thousands of Uzbek families today. Walking through Khiva or Bukhara, you'll see children running out of wooden doors, women hanging laundry on rooftop lines, and elderly men sipping tea in shaded courtyards. These homes aren't monuments, they are part of daily life. And for many Uzbeks, they represent continuity with their ancestors, a visible reminder that tradition and modern life can coexist. Of course, modernization is slowly changing the landscape. In urban centers like Tashkent, glass towers and concrete apartment blocks are rising. But even here, many families still hold on to their ancestral homes in rural areas. For them, mud brick houses are more than shelter. They are identity, heritage, and a bridge to the past. While these houses embody survival in a harsh climate, they are only part of a broader question. What is it really like to live in Uzbekistan today? One of the first questions travelers ask is Uzbekistan safe? The answer is yes. Uzbekistan is considered one of the safest countries in Central Asia. In Tashkent, it's not unusual to see people walking alone at 2 in the morning, even women, without fear of violence. Street crime is rare, and violent crime even rarer. Many visitors describe being approached by locals not with suspicion, but with warmth, an invitation for tea, a shared meal, or even a bed for the night if you need it. Still, petty theft and scams do occur, especially around tourist markets or taxi stands. A common pitfall is paying with large bills, where vendors forget to give change. Tourists are also advised to negotiate taxi fares in advance if a meter isn't used. For those who choose to travel here, Uzbekistan's infrastructure has grown remarkably in the past decade. High-speed trains now connect Tashkent, Samarkand, and Bukhara in just a few hours, making journeys along the Silk Road easier than ever. Visa policies have relaxed significantly, with many nationalities now able to enter without lengthy paperwork. Boutique hotels and homestays are popping up across the country, offering travelers a chance to experience both comfort and local hospitality. Yet life for Uzbeks themselves is a story of contrasts. The climate is harsh, with summers that often push past 50 degrees Celsius and winters that can freeze the desert overnight. Agriculture, especially cotton farming, consumes enormous amounts of water, leaving a lasting scar on the environment. Nowhere is this more visible than at the Aral Sea. Once the world's fourth largest lake, it has shrunk into a vast salt desert. Fishing villages that once thrived on its shores now sit stranded miles from water. Modern economic pressures add another layer. The war in Ukraine triggered an influx of hundreds of thousands of Russian migrants into Uzbekistan, many seeking refuge or work opportunities. The sudden population surge in Tashkent led to a housing crisis, with rents skyrocketing far beyond what many local families can afford. For many young Uzbeks, moving back in with parents or sharing small apartments with strangers has become the only option. And then there's the silent reality of migration. Millions of Uzbeks work abroad, mainly in Russia, South Korea, and Turkey, sending money home to support families. Remittances make up a significant share of the national economy, but they also reveal the economic struggle many face domestically. For some families, the absence of fathers, sons, or brothers working overseas has become a permanent part of life. Despite these challenges, Uzbekistan remains a place of resilience. Its people meet hardship with generosity, often offering bread, tea, or shelter even when they have little themselves. So, is Uzbekistan safe to visit? Absolutely. Is it easy to travel here? More than ever. But is it without challenges? Not at all. The truth of Uzbekistan lies in its contrasts. A country where you can live richly on $10 a day, yet where many citizens dream of opportunities abroad. A land of ancient traditions and breathtaking architecture, but also of modern struggles against climate and economic pressures. And perhaps that's what makes Uzbekistan so captivating. It's not just a destination, it's a story still unfolding, where past and present meet in ways that will leave you both surprised and deeply moved. Conclusion: we've just explored 10 mind-blowing facts about life in Uzbekistan, and together they reveal a country of contrasts and surprises. From its status as one of the world's only doubly landlocked nations to its golden smiles, sacred bread, and homes made of sun-dried mud, Uzbekistan is a place where history is not locked away in museums, it's lived in daily life. So, what's the most surprising fact about Uzbekistan to you? Was it the idea of living like royalty on $10 a day, or the ancient homes that stay cool without air conditioning? Share your thoughts in the comments. We always look forward to hearing more from you. And don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on notifications bell so we can see you again in our next video. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. Your support truly means the world. Wishing you the best of luck.